The video you're about to watch is an excerpt from our upcoming Cabinet Bootcamp, which we plan to launch in January 2024. There are two parts to this video. This is part 1 and part 2 will soon follow.
It's time to replace my jig because the old one is worn out and has some battle scars. I'll start by measuring the length and width of the two pieces from my old jig. Using the table saw, I'll cut those two pieces accordingly. Next, I'll overlap the table piece with the fence piece and ensure it's square before screwing them together. I'll drill 3/16 of an inch holes and countersink them. Clamp the two pieces together and drill pilot holes. With a screw gun, I'll drive the screws, placing them closer to the edge to avoid accidentally cutting into them with the saw blade. I'll check for squareness one last time before making my angle cuts. Now it's time to attach the jig to my miter saw by screwing the upright piece to the fence. I'll proceed to make 5 common cuts, starting with the 0-degree cut in the center. Then I'll cut the 22.5 degree and 45 degree cuts on the left side, labeling them as I go, and then repeat the same on the right. With this setup, I can easily make any miter or bevel cuts on straight moldings like riser, light rail, or toe kick. For compound miters, I'll add a cleat to the bottom piece to stabilize the molding and achieve cleaner cuts. So this jig helps us achieve cleaner cuts by stabilizing the molding and also reducing tear out by having a thinner kerf on the bottom of the jig, which will help reduce how much wood can get torn out on the bottom of the molding.
Make sure you check out our course at cabinetacademy.com.